Aqua friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole and today I am going to show you how to create depth in a still life. Our first step is to have a blurry background, and so I'm wetting the paper very well. I used a hacky brush for that, and now I am laying down some of the colors that I see in the reference photo. I'm using sap green, quinacridone gold, quin scarlet, and a little bit of phthalo blue. So I'm just trying to create this pastel-y background. While the paper is still wet, I'm adding in some spots of the foliage that I see in the reference photo. I want these to be very soft and out of focus. This creates the depth that we need in our painting. As our paper dries, things will still be blurry, but they won't spread as much. Now, to create some atmosphere, I like to sprinkle just plain water on the paper. It has a very nice blurry effect. Now, I let that first layer dry, and I thought that the yellow was a little too strong. So a tip for you, if you wanted to erase something in watercolor or lighten it up, re-wet your area, and I used a magic eraser in order to pull up some of the paint, and I let that whole thing dry again. So for the second layer, I am using mostly sap green. I'm wetting sections first and dropping the paint in so that it can move on the paper and create some defined edges and variations in color all on its own. So wetting some areas, dropping in some of that color. And this middle ground of leaves are more defined. They have hard edges, but they don't have a whole lot of detail. And as we see from the reference photo, there's really only one branch in the foreground that kind of stands out from the rest and has some detail to it. That will be the last branch that we paint. So as you can see, I am adding some darker tones of the sap green in that left-hand corner, and because our paper's still wet, it is going to soften just like in the reference photo. So working on that branch that's darker than all the others, I start off with some sap green, a very watery mixture, and then I am dropping in my shadow green just on the tips and in different areas of the leaf to add some interest and some detail. So this is kind of very soft, dreamy scene with all these pastels. It's really a gorgeous reference photo from Pixabay, and I just kind of fell in love with it. And it's not as intimidating, I think, drawing and painting branches and leaves versus trying to do more complex flowers and all those different colors. This is a very simple palette, but yet it's just so beautiful by itself. So the last step is basically connecting the dots and drawing in the branch for these lovely leaves that we made. It's a pretty fast project, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and if you like my artwork, please subscribe.